the pawn structure is healthier for Magnus Carlsen. He doesn't have any double pawns. Black, on the other hand, double isolated pawns. That bishop on c8 stuck at home. The a pawn is trying to keep it at bay. And yeah, Hans is going to try to get his pieces out, but Danny, it just looks like it's much more fun to have this from the white side.
I agree. I love that move, rook a3. That is full board awareness. That rook is doing work on both sides of the board. If it swings over, things could get dirty over there. Is he going to take with the rook?
I think he is.
Oh, he does it. Okay, yeah. He might go for a win here and just really, really put on a show for the fans.
I think knight h5, the bishop is trapped on g7. So that rook, it lifted, it was swift. And the end of this game is also swift.
Wow.
Resignation, another win for Magnus.
Wow, Magnus Carlsen with an 8-game lead. Putting on the Ritz, was that a thing at one point? I feel like that was a thing.
You try to make everything. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
That was a thing. I don't know what he's doing. He's putting on a show. He's dancing his way to a victory right now, and I think mathematically it is what it is to say a phrase that means absolutely nothing or means everything in a weird existential way. It is literally what it is.
Well, that was extremely profound.
I don't even know where that came from. Where it happened.
It had to. It's late here in Paris, and it's late in this match. And you see that Magnus Carlsen, he has an 8-point lead. That's the first time we're saying that. And it looks like for Hans, I mean, he's just throwing in the towel. He needs to play instantly. He needs Magnus to lose every game just right out of the gate. And, well, this is actually going to be perhaps a loss for Hans right out of the gate because the evaluation board is -3 already for Black.
Yeah, and D3's on the agenda. D3 looks, okay. I think D3 was the best move. But Magnus plays queen f6. He wants bishop d6, yeah. A little more easy chess here.
Oh,
but now d3 comes. There's tactics everywhere. Bishop f4 check is next, by the way. Hans Niemann goes down, and ouch. We have a 9-game lead for Magnus Carlsen. He's just kind of like, hey, let's get this over with. I don't even know what he was doing with this.
Next one.
He was okay. He was like, bring it on,
yeah.
Bring it on. Let's go. Let's roll. That's what Magnus wants, and, well, where do we go from here, right? There was a lot of talk, a lot of drama heading into this match. In the end, the chess on the board was Magnus Carlsen's day.
I mean, Magnus Carlsen is the strongest player on the planet. I have no reservations. Nobody does in saying that. And that doesn't take away from the fact that Hans Niemann is also a very strong player. But when you're facing an in-form, a potentially angry Magnus like this, and he's playing the way he did today. It wasn't perfect. There were some clear mistakes. He blundered a pawn for nothing and still won that game. It just goes to show that when Magnus, he is flexing those muscles, he's the best player on the planet, and really, who's going to stop him?
No one can, right? And not Hans Niemann. I mean, again, we said it on record, off record, whenever we were asked. And again, it's exactly what the media, this match had more attention from non-traditional chess media than anyone we've done in maybe ever. I mean, frankly, in a very long time. And when you get asked the question, like, who's the favorite, who's going to win, you try to find new ways to say it for it to sound politically correct and not just like bias. But the obvious answer is that Magnus Carlsen is the favorite in every chess match that he plays.
Yeah, it's not disrespectful to say that. I think with all the tension and all the media and the fireworks between these two, it seems like that. But objectively speaking, when you have the #1 rated player playing someone that he outrates by about 100 points in classical chess, and even more in blitz chess, at least in terms of over-the-board ratings, then it's clear that Magnus is the heavy favorite. That's not a disrespectful statement. And I think that between these two, of course, there is a ton of bad blood. I don't think that's ever going to go away. I think that these two, if they play many more matches, we'll see much more of their talking. But I think for Magnus, he is letting his moves do the talking. He is playing a great match, and he's about to win another game as multiple rooks are under attack.
Yep.
And I think that Hans,
guarded, by the way.
Yeah, Hans is getting cooked here.
We've avoided just saying the chess spoke for itself many times, so we should just say it. We've said everything else but that, right? But